I told myself that if these eyebrows was not arched, I wasn't gonna record nothing, okay? What up, y'all? My name is Brianna. Thank you guys for tuning back into Disturbriana vlog channel. If you are not a subscriber, I suggest you should. It's that red button that's on your right side, and then click the bell next to it to be notified of future videos and future posts. So today I basically created a new segment, and this segment is called Feminist Techie. Now, what does that even stand for? The feminist is just like woman empowerment. You can do what you want to do. Don't let nobody, especially a man, tell you you can't do something, okay? So that's kind of like the feminist part of it. Now, what is the techie? I've been into computers since I was little. Got my bachelor's degree in computer science, and I'm currently getting my master's in information technology, but it's still computer science. Technology is my life. Like, I've been around it for so long, from when I was younger to high school to college to now, you know what I mean? So the techie part of it is sort of the nerdy side of me. Like, you know, I be having all this stuff. Like, I got my phone, and of course my phone is dying. I got my charger, I got my portable charger. Like, I'm really like tech savvy. Like, if I knew myself, I would probably have a high-tech home. Like, you know, when you ring on the doorbell, you know how they have those like Ring camera things? I probably had one of those. There's gonna be cameras, if not inside my house, there's gonna be cameras outside my house. I'm not like a hacker or nothing like that, but don't give me a reason to learn, because according to a lot of, you know, hackers that already exist, it's not that hard. So the whole purpose of my Feminist Techie segments is because I wanna show you guys like basic things that you can do yourself without having to take your stuff to like Best Buy, or without having to take it to like other people. It's kind of like a educational slash tutorial slash like DIY kind of segment. For those who don't know what DIY is, that means do it yourself. So I wanted to basically give you guys tips on what you should do when it comes to your technology, whether it's your phones, your computers. The point of this is to give you guys like tutorials, pointers on what you should do with your technology, how you should take care of it. There's probably gonna be moments where I record my screen and show y'all how to do certain stuff. If y'all have requests on what y'all would like to know, definitely let me know, because I'll make videos for them. I know, if anything with my channel, if I didn't accomplish anything else, the one thing I definitely wanted to make sure that I accomplished was to make a segment where I get to show people, especially women, that they can take care of their technology themselves. And this is for men too. I'm not saying it ain't, but you know, it's called Feminist Techie. So, you know, men join in, all right? Today I'm gonna start off with something that's really basic, and I wanna talk to y'all about data storage. What is it? I mean, it's that simple. Like, it's somewhere where you store your information that you got on your computers, phones, laptops, all that stuff on your camera, whatever. And y'all know how regular storage is, right? Or if you just store stuff in your basement for a few months, you know, you keep it in a tuck somewhere until you have to go back in and search for it again. And if you go to a storage place or a storage unit, you know, you stick some stuff in there, and then when you need it, you retrieve it, you know? So data storage is basically the same thing. Your files, your documents, your photos, your videos, your music, you know, you store it on a device for when you'll need it later. And another thing it does is it helps you free space on your current device. I have some things that I wanted to show you guys of what I have for data storage. One thing that I have is this, which this is basically a USB flash drive. This is kind of like, I don't want to say temporary, but all right, just think for a second. You know how like when y'all used to burn CDs and y'all would put them on a disc and basically the disc had a certain amount of memory that it could hold. So when people would make like those music CDs and they would sell them in the streets, like the little mixtapes and stuff, there's only a certain amount of songs you could put on there. So that was a form of data storage. Now, a USB flash drive is kind of the same thing. Like, it don't hold a lot of space, but it's like just enough to get you through like that quick moment. Like, for example, if you're in school and you have a PowerPoint presentation, or like a paper you need to print somewhere else, this is definitely a device you will want to use. It's a USB flash drive. It usually comes in about this size. There's different designs of them. There's like the generic looking ones, and there's like stuff like this. I have a SpongeBob one, and you know, don't listen. If y'all really truly know me, y'all know I love me some SpongeBob. Like, that's been my husband since he came out, okay? And then I have this one, which is pretty small, but it's still like that generic, like, I don't know if you guys can like see it, but it's still like that generic size. They come in various different sizes, whether it's like 2 gigs, that's probably the average, like 2 gigs, 4 gigs, 8, 16. When you plug it into your computer, it'll tell you how much space it has. It'll tell you how much space you got left. It'll tell you if you can or can't put stuff on it. Like, it'll let you know. Like, these things are, even though they're small, they're pretty smart. Like, they run pretty quick. I don't have a specific brand that I like go to often. Like, I don't have a favorite just yet. But this little one right here is a SanDisk. This is a brand that people can typically use. Like, if you go to Best Buy or something, this is like the go-to brand. But there's other ones. Actually, one of my dreams is to actually have my own line of flash drives and hard drives and stuff like that. Speaking of hard drives, this baby right here is a USB external hard drive. Now, this holds more power than just a typical USB flash drive. It actually runs like an actual hard drive that's in your computer, except that it's outside instead of inside. These right here, when I talk about like data storage, like when you need to back up your computer like once a week, first of all, before I even get into that, I do want to say that if you are a vlogger, a photographer, a videographer, a digital artist, you are a musician, or you have a job, or you're in the field where you know that you access a lot of data, I would even suggest, like, you know, journalists or bloggers, like when they do their drafts and stuff, I would even suggest this to them. Get an external hard drive. It's really going to be beneficial for you, because this is definitely a device where you will want to back up your stuff. Like, if you know you actively save stuff, you need to back your stuff up like once a week, because what tends to happen is, all right, for instance, let's just say you're on your computer or your laptop and you're doing something, and then boom, something happens to your laptop. It just goes black, or you dropped it, or whatever the case may be. Your hard drive that's inside the computer, it may or may not make it. Like, it depends literally on how physically damaged it is, or, you know, it depends on how, you know, deep into the situation it is. And if you don't back up your data on one of these external hard drives, even if you were to take it to Best Buy and the hard drive was so damaged that they can't even read the hard drive, you will be shit out of luck, because these will save your life. Like, backing them up like once a week, it will do you justice, because when you lost a file and you can easily recover it with this, like, this will save your life. So it's a USB, so I got the cord right here, and then it has like this little port that it goes into, and you plug this part into the computer or laptop, and boom, you set. I'm not sure if y'all can see this, but it's kind of like blue inside. This is a USB 3.0. Typically there's USB 2.0s, and the difference between the two in like simpler terms is just the 3.0 is faster than the 2.0. Like, this just means that it would transfer faster than your average. Definitely get one of those if you deal with heavy footage, heavy data, heavy photos, heavy video editing, whatever the case may be. When you deal with that on a daily basis, I highly suggest an external hard drive. Now, those are two options, two physical options you can back up your data. The third option is using cloud storage. And cloud storage is basically when you're saving your stuff on the internet. If you haven't already noticed, especially if you have an iPhone, you're already using cloud storage because they have iCloud. iCloud is cloud storage. You save your stuff on the cloud, and then usually when you get a new iPhone, you are able to download everything that you had in the old phone to the new phone because it was in the iCloud. Androids may have, because I know Google is associated with them a lot, so they'll have like Google Drive, which I use Google Drive a lot just on my computer, and I can use it on my iPhone if I want, but I love Google Drive. There's a few different ones. There's Google Drive, there is Dropbox, probably some other ones that I'm not thinking about. I use Google Drive and Dropbox the most, but Google Drive is network. Now, the pros of, you know, doing cloud storage is that it's saved on the internet. So like you go to like the Google Drive website and you store your stuff there. Like you can access this from anywhere. So if you're on your home computer and maybe let's say you do something from school, you go to the library and you go on the Google Cloud and or the Google Drive I should say, and you get your documents, you get to print them out there or whatever, it's very beneficial. Let's say that you put the paper on your flash drive and you also put the paper on Google Drive, but you forgot the flash drive. If you ain't have Google Drive, you would have had to like go all the way back home and come get this and pretty much go back to the library, and that takes too much time. Now with Google Drive, all you gotta do is log into your Google account and go to the drive and it's there. So it's very beneficial when you have to go from place to place and you don't have to physically carry anything. And even though these are portable because they're small, and these are portable too, like it's not like it don't take up much room and nothing like that, but sometimes these could be easy to lose if you don't take care of them properly, and then these can be damaged if you don't take care of them properly. But the drive, you don't have to worry about carrying any of these. The only thing I would say, and I'm saying the only thing where I think there's like two things that I'm thinking about, but one thing to keep in mind with that is that with cloud storage, you only get a certain amount that's free, and then you have to start paying monthly when you need more space. So if you have the finances for it, go ahead and do it. I think another thing is like if your internet is down or wherever you at, if the internet not working, you can't access your stuff. So other than those two things, cloud storage is pretty cool. I don't use it that often. Like I'm not like a huge like 100% fan of them. I give it like a 75%, 80. I do use it, but you know, sometimes the fact that your information is living on somebody else's like server, in my technical mind, that bothers me sometimes, but it is what it is. It does help with saving data, and basically like these places like Google, Dropbox, or even Apple with their iClouds, they have like these data centers where it's basically this whole big ass building full with servers, and you know, they use it to save everybody's stuff there. So they're able to recover your files for you if you gotta call customer service and stuff like that. I would say another con is that when they go down, like if their servers go down and your internet is cool, you working fine, whatever, but you can't get to it because it's a them problem, that could also be an issue. You also have to make sure it's not an issue of you losing your stuff because of what's going on their end. Now the beauty of like having your own like devices such as like a flash drive or external hard drive is that, you know, when you know something is physically wrong, it's like you're able to look at it right then and there and say, yo, like something is going on, I need to go take a look at it. Because sometimes, you know, they can go bad. That's when you have to prepare to have like a second or like a third, like backups and backups and backups. So it's like, it's always important to back up your stuff. When you have to store so much away, it's important to have either these devices or cloud storage to have like a secondary backup plan when your physical local hard drive that's inside of your computer, when that messes up. And then when you get, let's say you get a new laptop, you get a new desktop, you have this stuff to put back on your new device. You know, I use this faithfully. I use these like faithfully when I know I gotta make a quick little something, like you go to Walgreens because you want to print out some pictures. They have a USB flash drive slot. All you gotta do is put it in there and they'll load the pictures and you print it from there. Like, I use flash drives for little quick stuff. I recently put my grandma's pictures on a flash drive. Like, her phone storage got full and I took the pictures off, put them on there so she know that she at least have them. They're not on her phone, but she has them in her house. I've done that. I recently gave my mom a flash drive for my sister's maternity photos, so when she goes to get them printed out, she has them on the USB flash drive. And if I had to give you guys any advice, data storage is very, 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 very important because you want to have your stuff backed up. You want to have a backup plan when your plan A, aka the device that's right in front of you, when it fails, you need to have your plan B, which is what it is. If y'all got any additional questions on how to save your stuff, what's the steps you gotta take, if you gotta reformat the flash drive or the external hard drive, let me know, because I'll either answer you directly or I'll make another video of it if I get like the same repetitive question. You know, definitely let me know. Like, this is what I do. I'm in the field for a reason, and I want to show people that they can do these things themselves. Thank you for supporting me, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.